How's everyone doing? Today I went to my local Stop and Shop and I found some Blu-rays there. Stop and Shop is a grocery store. I know we had it in New York and in New Jersey now. We have it here. I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but I know they're at least in the Northeast. And it's pretty awesome to see Blu-rays at my local grocery store. They had a wide selection, surprisingly, and a bunch of good titles, but unfortunately I had most of them already. But I did pick up a bunch, so if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know which one is your favorite from this haul right here. I'm pretty excited about this. Going to the grocery store, you know, going grocery shopping, not that fun. You see some Blu-rays, you're like, all right, this just got interesting. Let's do it. So I was diving in there like a madman. You know, there was like piles and piles. There's levels. I would have dove in there like a Scrooge McDuck into his bank right there, his vault. And these Blu-rays were all $3.99 a piece. You can't beat that. It's a pretty exciting time for a physical media collector, Blu-ray collector. You got Blu-rays at the Dollar Tree now. You got Blu-rays at your grocery store. It's good stuff. And a bunch in here that I haven't seen. So I'm excited for that too. For blind buy purchases, for deals like this, it's totally worth it. First up is Straw Dogs. I've seen the original Sam Peckinpah version, but I haven't seen this version. I do like Kate Bosworth a lot. I remember first seeing her, was it Blue Crush, I think it was, that surf movie, but she's absolutely stunning. And James Marden's a really good actor, and then Alexander Skarsgård, I believe is his name on here. I'm trying to, again, $3.99, pretty exciting. They're all $3.99. Yeah, Alexander Skarsgård, he was really good in Big Little Lies. He plays a lot of the intense roles really well. He can do that kind of brooding. And I assume it's like the same type of thing. I think the original one was in set England. Here I think it's just set down south. Basically the locals are hostile and it kind of goes to a boil. And it's just very intense, the original one. And it looks like it's going to be very similar to that here. Again, I like the leads right here, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I know people, for the most part, they just kind of crap on remakes as a whole. There are some really good remakes, some ones that are even better than the original. You have to have an open mind for it, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. This also has James Woods. All right, cool. There's a few other Dominic Purcell, a few other recognizable people in here. I didn't realize James Woods was in here, though. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be intense for sure, right there. So hopefully, it's going to be hard to live up to the original with Dustin Hoffman, but looking forward to checking it out, giving it a free, an open mind. And next up is Amityville Horror, the original right here, which I'm definitely happy to have back in my collection. I had the old DVD box set, and I regret getting rid of it because I wanted to get the Blu-ray set, and I haven't gotten it yet. And one thing that's interesting, it says previously viewed. However, these aren't previously viewed. They have like the security sticker on there. I think they just kind of have to put that on there as kind of like a prerequisite for whatever stores that they bought out or whatever merchandise that they got. So yeah, I remember before seeing I can't remember that was the Hollywood Video sticker on one of the ones in like the Dollar Tree, and I think that might be a very similar thing for the ones at the grocery stores. They're getting all this surplus for places that went out, and I think they just have to kind of put that on there as a disclaimer. So definitely happy to have this in my collection, a classic one right here. Very creepy story in the house. I definitely want to pick up the Blu-ray box set for it. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. This the original one is yeah, James Brolin and then Margot Kidder. And Rod Steiger. Rod Steiger, I feel like I've seen so many movies with him in recently. Wolf Lake, The Big Knife, and also right here. I have it right behind me. I knew I did. In The Heat of the Night. He is such an intense actor, and he won an Academy Award right here for his performance here as the racist police chief in The Heat of the Night. But yeah, his performances are usually kind of like a jerk character, but he does it so well. But very intense actor, and definitely happy to add this to my collection again. I got rid of my DVD box set. I've been regretting it for so long, and I was like, yes. You know, sometimes I've done that before. I've gotten rid of a bunch of DVDs and meaning to basically upgrade them on Blu-ray, and then just put them off because so much other stuff comes out, and it gets put on the back burner. So I'm definitely happy to have added that back in there to the collection. Next up is 30 Minutes or Less, which I have not seen. This is who's this directed by? Ruben Fleischer, who directed Zombieland, which I absolutely love, a great horror, comedy, romance movie. I think it's like the perfect date movie in my opinion. And he also directed Venom, which got a lot of crap. My main issue with Venom was the lead actors. Tom Hardy, I usually like him. I really liked him in Drop, which I think is super underrated. Bronson as well. But his acting in Venom was terrible. His accent, it was just cringy and off-putting and awkward, and just every time he talked, and it was weird. It's just mannerisms. Yeah, just the two leads in there, I didn't really care for them. But I liked pretty much everything else. I liked Venom as a character. The CG effects were cool. I digress, though. This one looks to be a far departure from those kinds of movies. 30 minutes or less. Oh, it says right on the front right there from the director of Zombieland. I didn't even realize that. But it looks super cheesy. I guess it's a small town delivery guy who I guess wants to pull off a heist. And I guess, yeah, Dan McBride's in here, Aziz Ansari, which I got to see him perform live, stand up, and got to meet him, take a picture with him. Jesse Eisenberg. I'm not a big fan of Jesse Eisenberg, but he plays the same role in everything he's in, I feel like. But I don't know, this looks like it's going to be ridiculous and cheesy, pun intended, with the pizza delivery. But yeah, so I guess they're just going to be doing, as the clock ticks, the two must deal with the police, hired assassins, flamethrowers, and their own tumultuous relationship. I kind of enjoy that. That sounds pretty fun right there, so hopefully it'll be entertaining. Next up is Revolutionary Road from Sam Mendes. I haven't seen this one. I've been meaning to for a while. Really enjoy Sam Mendes as a director. Really love Road to Perdition and American Beauty. Probably my two favorites from him. Let me know what your favorite Sam Mendes movie is. But I've heard great things about this one. Has Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio in here, teamed up again. And she won a Golden Globe, I believe, for this. And yeah, I've heard amazing things about it. I know it was nominated for a bunch of awards. It was nominated for 3 Academy Awards. Yeah, so this is one that I've wanted to check out for a while. It looks like it's some good special features here too. I think it's about a couple set in the 50s and just their tumultuous relationship in suburbs of Connecticut. And they have kids and just everything's breaking apart and they're just trying to keep it together, I guess. I've heard great performances here, so souped on that one. Next up is The Woman in Black. This is the remake. I have never seen the remake or the sequel to it. This one has Daniel Radcliffe, who's much more than Harry Potter. He's done some great things. Really liked Horns, I believe it was, and then he did another one, Imperium, I think, as well, where he went undercover and kind of infiltrating kind of a alt-right, kind of a Nazi-esque group, but Horns was real good too. Horns. I can't. One of the titles. I have it over here somewhere, but I thought that was really underrated. I'm trying to look right next to my horror Blu-rays over here, but that was a really good one. And I haven't seen this one. I've heard good things about it though. But I love the original Woman in Black, which deserves a Blu-ray release too. I have a bootleg for it. I've had it for years. I thought it was super creepy, atmospheric. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they did with this updated version of it. I feel like a lot of people didn't even realize it was a remake. I always feel like, people say, when a remake comes out, a lot of people check out the original. I feel like that's totally not the case at all. I feel like when a remake comes out, people just don't even, at least the people that I've talked to, it doesn't seem like they're interested in checking out the original at all. I feel like they just feel like, oh, it's being remade, it's probably going to be better, which I usually feel like is the opposite. I try to keep an open mind, but I feel like it's interesting to see the divide. I feel like longtime fans, especially of horror and cult titles, when they hear movies getting remade, they're all up in arms. I've been that way in the past too. But then I feel like especially the younger generation, they feel like a movie's being remade. They're like, oh, cool, this one's got to be better then. It's going to be new. That's not usually the case in my opinion, but I digress. Let me know if you've seen this one. Let me know what your favorite Daniel Radcliffe movie is aside from Harry Potter. And Daniel Radcliffe is a very talented actor. I've really enjoyed him in the things that I've seen outside of Harry Potter. Swiss Army Man is another one, which was a really bizarre, quirky, subversive movie that I would definitely recommend, but you have to keep an open mind to it. The ending definitely caught me by surprise, but I kind of loved the whole movie, and I felt like it was underrated. Again, really good performance from Daniel Radcliffe, and pretty much everything I've seen him in outside of the Harry Potter movies, and I feel like he's kind of gets pigeonholed as that role, which, again, it was a huge franchise, so I can understand that, but he's very talented. Next up is I Love You Man, which this one is one of my favorite modern comedy movies. Absolutely love it. And this is another one that I got rid of the DVD, and I've been meaning to upgrade the Blu-ray for a while. Paul Rudd, and then you've got Jason Segel, you've got Rashida Jones, Andy Samberg's in here, J.K. Simmons, Jane Curtin, Jon Favreau, Jamie Presley. Really good supporting cast here too. And I love the cast chemistry. Oh, Lou Ferrigno. Oh, I love the Lou Ferrigno scenes. But yeah, just great cast chemistry, especially from the leads right here. It's basically about Paul Rudd, who's engaged, and he doesn't really have any close friends. And he meets Jason Segel, and they become essentially best friends, headed off. And he's going to be his best man. And they have this budding bromance, and things kind of go awry. And then it's kind of formulaic, but it's very satisfying, very enjoyable. Definitely enjoy the heck out of this one, and super happy to add it to my collection again. That was another one I've been meaning to pick up for a while. Another one that I had on DVD that I was meaning to pick up for a while was Dead Man Walking. I remember I got the Dead Man Walking DVD at Blockbuster for $2.99, and now I got the Blu-ray for $3.99. Again, still sealed up. It says previously viewed, but it's so interesting to me. I think it's just a disclaimer they have to put on there. I think they just bought a whole lot of movies, and they just didn't go through everything, and they couldn't check the whole stock like that. But this is still sealed. Got the security sticker and everything, but this is a classic, directed by Tim Robbins. And I believe Susan Sarandon won an Academy Award for this, for Best Actress, and then Sean Penn was nominated, and then Tim Robbins, I believe, was nominated for Best Director. But yeah, Susan Sarandon was the only one that won from the bunch right there. But I haven't seen it in a while, and I remember really enjoying it. Powerhouse performances, very interesting tale, and from what I can recall, it was pretty objective, and just a lot of emotions going on there. She was a nun who was visiting prisoner on death row, and just kind of her attempt to kind of save his soul, and just going through what happened. And yeah, it's just, kind of shocking truths that will rock the very foundation of her faith. I remember it being just really powerful, especially the performances. So happy to add that to my collection again as well. So there you go. There are the 7 pickups. If you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them, and which one is your favorite from this bunch too. Again, $3.99 each. They said used, but they're all brand new, so definitely very happy. Let me know, does your local grocery store have Blu-rays? Do you have a Stop and Shop by you as well? What's your local grocery store? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I usually, I like this interaction. That's part of the reason why I think it's so much fun to make videos, asking what your opinion on the movies is, even if it's different from mine. I enjoy hearing differing opinions. But yeah, let me know your local grocery store. It's interesting to, I've talked to people on here, and they talk about different things that we don't have over here in New Jersey. So, it's kind of cool to hear the different things, and if you do have it as well, the same stores. So yeah, it all brings us together. It all interconnects. So I'm souped that I went to the grocery store and I found some Blu-rays right there. Got some grocery shopping done, and found some good titles, some ones I haven't seen, some ones that I've been meaning to add back to my collection. So very souped, and I can't wait to dive into these. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to check out first. Let me know that too. Which one do you think I should watch first from this bunch? Leave me those comments down below, and I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.